Ladies and gentlemen, your sweet Zionist prince coming to you live from the United States of America. I am Tall, the Traveling Clat. Let's take a look at this clip of Douglas Murray.
Find me a pro-Hamas, anti-Israel protest in America that has anyone carrying an American flag. Yeah. Find me a protest of that ilk that ever finishes with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Right.
There hasn't been one. There never will be one.
Or how about if it was a pro-Palestinian protest, then someone condemning Hamas, let's say, and at least
never
saying
happened.
that, right, you'd get lynched.
There's a brave young Iranian in London who occasionally turned out the anti-Israel protests with a sign saying Hamas is a terrorist organization, which is a designation by almost all Western governments. And every single time the pro-Palestinian protesters attacked him physically. And that should tell us something about this movement. But just to go back to this thing, nobody who does those anti-Israel protests is pro-American. Mm-hmm. They're not. In the same way that you'll notice that the pro-Israel protests that do sometimes happen, the pro-Israel rallies that have happened occasionally in America and elsewhere, they're always filled not just with Israeli flags, but American flags. And if you go to any of the small number of pro-Israel rallies in, say, Britain, they all finish with, they always have, Israeli flags and British flags, and they finish with the singing of Hatikva, the Israeli national anthem, and the singing of God Save the King. It is impossible to conceive of a pro-Palestinian protest finishing with the singing of God Save the King. That tells us something. That tells us something. In fact, maybe it tells us everything. These people hate Israel first, but they hate America and the rest of the West next. And they're coming for the rest of us next. And therefore, we should decide whether we have a benign and tolerant attitude toward these people or not. And I think we should not have a benign attitude towards them, and we should not be overly tolerant of them either.
The only thing I would disagree with Douglas Murray about on this point is that they're coming for Israel first and the West second. This is a classic misunderstanding of the situation. They are coming for the West, for the Christians first. We're just in the way. The Jews are just in the way of what's going on. People don't understand this point. Their access to the West is through Israel. They all come eastwards through Israel. If you think if Israel wasn't there, what would happen? What would happen? Truly think about it. Do you think they would be peaceful and content and they would stop trying to undermine the Western world? No. They're only coming for us because they can't reach you so easily. But the second they can reach us easily, they're coming for you. We're just in the way. Remember this, please, that Iran, the Islamic regime of Iran, that is, calls Israel the small devil, calls America the big devil. It tells you everything you need to know. We're just in the way. You guys are the real target. Now, are you going to wake up and do something about it? Are you going to wake up to the fact that there are millions upon millions of people out there who support radical action against Westerners? Whether you're a soldier or a regular everyday blue-collar worksman, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever you be, you are a target. Are you willing to take that? Are you going to put your head in the sand? What is it going to be? The choice is yours, but you've got to decide what you want to do. The future is going to be a very grim place, very, very dark and dreary place, if the people in the West don't find that the West is worth fighting for. Western civilization was built on the back of the people from the Middle East, and now people from the Middle East are coming to ruin it for everyone. What are you going to do? The choice is yours. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, Clats.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.